Hello, welcome back to Straight Talk Gomi. Today I'm going to talk about loss, grief. Losing a loved one is not very easy. It's hard sometimes, and you think that you never get over it or never be yourself again. But I'm here to tell you there's better days to come. First of all, let me start off by saying I'm not a counselor. I am not a therapist. I am just a person that's giving my personal opinion and what helped me through the loss of my mom. And it don't have to be a loss of a mom or a parent. It could be a loss of a child or a animal. An animal is a part of the family, and we grieve. Everybody grieves differently. So I'm gonna start talking about oh boy, when people come to you and you're grieving at this point, and people telling you, oh, it's gonna be okay. It doesn't make any sense. You just want to know, why are they telling you this? What do they know? I remember in December 8th of 2018, I received a phone call from the hospital telling me that I need to come to the hospital. And the first thing I asked them was, is my mom okay? They said to me, yeah, come to the hospital. But in my gut feeling, I had in the bottom of my gut, I knew something was wrong. That when I hang up the phone, I went by my mom's hospital, the bed that she had here in the house with me, and I let out a big scream from the pit of my stomach because I knew something was wrong. You always know when something is wrong with your loved one. You have this feeling inside. You can't explain that feeling, but you know something isn't right. I go to the hospital. The hospital told me, I saw them. They said, we're doing everything we can to save your mom. I said, okay, not a problem. And this nurse came to me and said to me, the only thing that can save your mom right now is God. And then I said to him, I looked at him and tears started rolling down my eyes. And no matter what he was saying to me, I just couldn't let go. So the doctors was working on her, and I finally went to the room where they was working on her. And I saw them working on my mom, and I finally said, a phone call came through, and it was a person, a family member, and said, sweetheart, just let go. Let her go. If you love her like you say you do, let go. And I did. I said, stop. Stop the DNR. Do not resuscitate. Let her go. And I talked to my mom. I sang to her. I did all those things that, I knew she loved. I even prayed. I touched her. And, I do not touch dead people, but I did this day because it's mine. And before this happened, I used to be going to help other people who were dying or who were family members who was experiencing someone leaving them. And I used to tell them it's okay. And it's going to get better. And all these different things will come out of my mouth. And I said, it's going to be okay. God is in control. I did all of that. And I didn't really know how they were feeling. Yes, I did lose some people and stuff like that, but it did not hit home like when I lost my mom. So one day I was in my car. I was going to a funeral home for someone else, to help someone else with their mom's funeral. And when I was leaving the funeral home, I said, God, what do you have? What is this all about? Why are you putting me in all these different situations about people losing their moms, their parents, and I'm always there? What is it? What are you preparing me for? Nevertheless, it was preparing me for my mom. Anyhow, she passed away. I didn't even see it coming because I was preparing for her to come out the hospital for Christmas. She was dancing and singing with me, telling me all nice things. And I had no clue that the next day I was getting that phone call. So we called the family. The family started crying. We were making funeral arrangements, all these things. And I still couldn't comprehend what was going on. It was happening so fast. I just couldn't understand. Well, I had people call me and telling me I feel, my condolences, and they asking me to replay this thing over and over again, what happened and stuff like that. And I just got so frustrated that I didn't even really want to hear people anymore. So this day I had to go to my family house, meet the priest, because although I knew she was gone, although it was said to me she was gone, I saw her body there. It still wasn't reality yet. I went to my family house and I saw the priest, and that's when it clicked. Oh boy, she's really gone. So I had to be there for my family. They're crying. I want to cry, but when someone else cries, I had to stop crying. So I had to be the strong one at this particular time. It was okay. I dealt with it. Stuff. We had the funeral. We buried her, and I still had to be the strong one. I broke down for a minute, but it still wasn't reality. It's still, although I saw the priest and I said, okay, it clicked, but somewhere in my head, it was not reality. Came home, everybody was like, oh, get rid of her things, because you got to get the healing process over and to do different things and to make yourself heal. And I was like, who are you to tell me when I'm supposed to get rid of my mom things? It took me like a year or two. And finally, my family came in, waited till I went out, took her bed out, took her stuff out, and the grieving process began because I started to cry and everything. And they didn't know how I was going to react to this. Anyhow, my daughter said to me, my kids said to me, Mommy, her dying, does that mean that we have to stop celebrating her? Stop doing things that we normally do if she was alive? And this is what helped me. So I'm hoping that by you watching this video, it will also help you. So we decided, she died the Christmas 2018, so we did not celebrate anything. We did not. And then 2019, we just decided we was going to do, my daughter came up with the idea, let's do Christmas as a family and let's decorate a tree in honor of her. So we started doing that. We started buying Christmas decorations and we started hanging it up. And we even put a picture of her in the tree with her in there. And it started to make the healing process, smooth. It started to. So we did that. And every year now, since then, one of her children or her grandchildren changes the color of the tree. We all are responsible for changing the color of her tree. So then we decided, okay, her birthday. We started celebrating her birthday. So we got her birthday. So I didn't know nothing about making t-shirts or nothing like that. But I quickly learned how to make her t-shirts with her picture on it. And every year we did something a little different. So we did t-shirts and we all went out on her birthday. And we celebrated her birthday as a family. And we all said, we brought back up good memories of her and stuff like that. And it was very good. Next time we turned around, her next birthday, we let go balloons and stuff like that. And we did another celebration. We went out to eat. Next Christmas, we decorated the Christmas tree. And we come as a family. And we just enjoy one another. And also, it also helps the healing process. And it's not saying that you're letting go of the memory of somebody, but you're remembering the person and honoring the person and celebrating the life the person had and the impact that they had on you. Perfect example. We talk about back in the days when when we were in trouble and how she would look at us and the lines come up on her forehead and we just knew how to behave. And we gave her compliments and stuff like that. And that just put a smile on our faces. And eventually the crying went away and smiles came on our faces. And I'm hoping that when you lose a loved one or something like that, that you remember the good memories of this person. And instead of crying, put that smile on your face. Know that this person was the joy of your life. It could be an animal, because some people have animals as family. And you just remember the good times of this person, celebrating their life, honoring them. And it gives you a little closure. Well, it did for me. And it helped me so much that now we look forward for Christmas. We look forward for her birthday. Any reason that we get, we just celebrate her life, because she was a wonderful mom. I couldn't ask for a better mom than her. And it's just the point of when you're grieving, you think that the world is over. But I'm here to say to you that with me, my experience is that when you start celebrating their life and you're able to let go a little bit, they said let go, because it's not going to change. But what changes is that the memory of that person now puts a smile on your face. Yes, you cannot see them, but you have them in your heart. And you have those memories that keep you going and celebrating the life of this special person. It could be a child. It could be an uncle, an aunt, anyone that you are grieving over. Just remember the good things about them and try to celebrate it. You can make your own celebrations. It don't have to be putting up a Christmas tree. It don't have to be doing a birthday party. You can do a collage, a quilt, or something that celebrates this person's life. And just enjoy the memories that you have of this person. So, I'm here to say that when people talk to you and they tell you, oh, it's going to be okay, and stuff like that, and I'm one of those people that gave that look of, how do you know? Get away from me. Stay away from me. I don't want to hear you right now. When you lose your mom, then you come talk to me. But you know what? I started to understand that they were trying to help me. And in that process of them trying to help me, I had to find my way of dealing with my grief and how to put that frown or them tears into a smile. And that's celebrating my mom's life and with my family is like joy that comes over. It's no other joy than that. And I'm hoping that one day that if you lost a loved one, if you did lose a loved one, that at one point you can find peace in your heart and be able to honor that person and celebrate the life of that person instead of grieving over the loss of that person. Find something about that person that you love and think about it. That maybe it might be the color. They might have a special color. Wear that color. But when you wear that color with a smile on your face, because you know what? You're doing this in honor of this person and celebrating the life of this person. But remember, there's a verse in the Bible, John 16:22 says, so with you, now is your time of grief, but I will see you again, and you will rejoice, and no one will take away your joy. It is true. No one can take away your joy. You are the one that can you're the only one that can bring joy into your heart. If you believe and you have faith that that person you love so much, you find a way you can hold on to those memories, but celebrate the life and still grieving the life of them going. Yes, you will miss them, because I miss my mom every day. But there's times I sit back and I think about all the wonderful things she has done for me and all the things she said or whatever. Puts a smile on my face now, and I can honestly now talk about her without a tear in my eye. But I can say, God, thank you for turning that grief into joy. Bye-bye. See you again. Bye.